I have been playing in this world for over 5 years now, and whilst I have accomplished quite a lot, built lots of great stuff, there are still a ton of things that I haven't done. Some of them are fairly new features, others definitely not. And I'm thinking with the way the new drops are going, we're getting new stuff added all the time, very frequently, so if I don't keep up with this, I'm going to fall behind. So the first thing I'm going to do today is try and tick 2 of those things off the list. And last time we got this crazy nether hub built, and I am still loving this thing. It looks so good. Very happy we got this done, and it's definitely an improvement on what we had before that. It was all like this. Not good. So this definitely needs improving as well. So today we are actually going to go through the nether to get started, because the 2 things I want to get ticked off the list are actually right next to each other. One of them is a very old thing, one of them is fairly new. And also I should mention as well, I have updated to 1.21.6. Now I'd originally planned on doing this in the last video, and I already had this tunnel built on. That's not good, is it? Get out the way. Thank you. But I decided I just really wanted to get the nether hub done. So I've left this tunnel here, and hopefully it will go to the right place. So down the end here, that goes down to my wither skeleton farm, and I've just added this small little tunnel here. It's very convenient that it was in this spot. And please tell me I brought a flint and steel, because that would be annoying. No, I ain't, have I? Right, I've got an end chest around here. There should be one in there. This is my storage area, or one of the many storages I had when building the wither skeleton farm and doing the perimeter. Now, I'm assuming there should be a flint and steel around here somewhere. There we go. Pro skills. Right, so what we're doing? Well, if I light this portal and go through, this should go to a dark oak forest. And one of the big things you see in dark oak forests are woodland mansions. And would you believe, in this world that I've been playing in for 5 years, I have never visited a woodland mansion. That's not right, is it? And the other thing we want to try and find is a pale garden. Now, if I've done my calculations correct, this portal should come out very close to both a pale garden and a woodland mansion. So let's go through and see what happens. I'm definitely not prepared. I should have brought more stuff. I should have brought a bed at least to set my spawn. And of course we're underground, aren't we? What level are we at? 72. Alright, that's fairly high in the world, so hopefully we shouldn't be too far underground. I haven't even brought enough torches with me, so let's see if I can find my way out without digging. That'd be good. As we're not that low down. I see grass. That's good. Let's try that. Alright, oh, and that's the woodland mansion right there. Yes, I did it correct. Now, I think I want to go to the Pale Garden first, because that is something you definitely want to do during the day, because the creakings will only spawn at night. So let's get into the air and see if we can get our bearings. So I also want to mark this spot as well, but I haven't brought anything. So tell you what, let's I should probably go back through and get some stuff. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go back. I'm going to go get some stuff. Okay, so take 2. I've been back and got some stuff. I've got a few potions. Hopefully I won't need these, but it's been such a long time since I've done one of these, and I have very bad memories of dying a lot, but hopefully we should be okay. And the main thing is I've got a bed, so we can set our spawn, so just in case something bad happens, we can get back pretty quickly. Bit of glowstone, some more torches, just in case we need those. Probably should have brought some blocks, but anyway, let's get up in the air and see if we can find... Yeah, look at that. Woodland Mansion is in the middle of a pale garden, so this is going dark now. Or desaturated anyway. So what I really want to look for is the creaking heart. Can we hear anything? Because I've only ever seen the small versions of these before. I've played on a couple of other worlds and seen like really tiny pale gardens, but I've never been able to find the creaking hearts. So I'm not sure if they're in... Well, they're definitely not in every tree, but I don't know if you can find them straight away, or you have to have creaking spawn. I really don't know anything about this. Should have done some research. But as these are only 2x2s, we should be able to see them anyway, shouldn't we? I think that's how it works. Let's have a look around. Oh, what? Oh, shears. Did I bring shears? No. So good at this game. There we go. Oh, efficiency. I've quite had these. Efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, mending shears. Nice. Right, so can I just break this? Yeah, I can. So this is the new moss, isn't it? Which is really cool. I do like this block. Definitely going to be doing something with this. What's that? Can I get that? Pale hanging moss. Nice. I suppose if we let the creaking spawn, that'll give us a clue to where the hearts are, won't it? But that might be a little bit dangerous. So let's... I don't know how rare these things are as well. Because I think you need the resin first before you can craft them. Or is that the only way of doing it? I don't even know. I don't even know how this works now. Right, you know what? I'm just going to start chopping some of these trees down. Just gather a little bit of this wood. Give myself a bit of a clearing. So when these things do come and get me, I can get away easily. Right, what I said about them being easy to spot was not actually true. I just read up, and apparently they need to be fully encased by logs, which is not something you see very often. So you need to find ones that are like covered on the corners like this, and there's a 20% chance that the logs could be creaking hearts in that situation. So yeah, it's going to actually be quite tricky. I need to do a lot of chopping, and I've already got over 3 stacks of these things, so I've been going at a few. Like, a lot of them I've probably got wrong, but you basically need to find a spot where the logs are fully encased, and yeah, these quite high up ones, they don't tend to do it, so that's a little bit annoying. So this is going to be a little bit more of a pain than I thought, and I have just slept the night as well, so I don't want to be dealing with creaking just yet, although they probably would make finding these a little bit easier. Maybe I'll go for the next night, because the whole point of this is to be a little bit scared, isn't it? So we might as well do it. So I'll just keep at this for today, and hopefully we'll get something, but we're going to need to spawn a wild creaking at some point, aren't we? Oh no, there we go, look at that. Just as I'm talking, it's there, and I believe I can just mine these with soul touch. Is that right? Yes. So to activate these, you need to put them between 2 pale oak logs. So you saw there that it went a different colour. It was deactivated when you put it there, but if I put another one below it, that activates it. So if I can just take that, and 1 is all I need really. But I'm going to try and get a few more, because I'm going to build a farm to get the resin, and we're going to need tons for that. But we can do like a makeshift farm at first, just to get the basic amount of resin. But the reason I need the resin at first is you craft the creaking hearts from the resin as well. And these are the things that generate it. So it's a bit of a process. So getting a few more now would be handy. So I'll do what I said. I'll continue this for the rest of the day. And then we can freak out at the night. Not too long later, there's number 2. Right, so I've just been trying to do my bit for the environment and put out a forest fire. But it is now night time. So let's see what happens. I did get 3 creaking hearts. And I'm really scared to go in here. And it's nothing to do with light with the creaking spawning. It is just that it's nighttime. And you do need to be near a creaking heart. And that's how they spawn. But if you look at them, they don't attack you. And if you fly away really fast, like I'm probably going to do as soon as I hear or see one, then they can't follow. So that's the plan. Oh, there we go. There's one. Right. So the idea with this is if you attack the creaking, you'll see the particles go back to the creaking heart, and then that'll make the resin go. Wait, oh, see that? So you can see there, those particles go into. Oh, no. I do not want other things. Look. So let's. How quickly can these attack me if I look away? See. So I can't kill them, but you can see the resin on that tree over there. So what I need to do is get to that without him attacking me. And without other mobs getting me as well. Now I've lost which one it is. This is quite tricky with the other mobs. Maybe if I hadn't done it on the edge of the forest would have been better, but... Right, I can see where it is now, I think. Right, you stop it. It's this one here, isn't it? So that's all there is in there. Ooh. So those are the resin clumps, and I can't pick it up. So let's throw some rubbish away. Right, so I've got the resin. What I want to do... Can I do that? Right, so there's the creaking heart there as well. So if I... There's already some resin there. Will it... Yes, I did the one below. Now, I'm not sure if it'll do it further than that, or if it's... Oh yeah, it does. It keeps going. That's cool. I can get rid of all this off from here like that. Ooh, go away. So obviously this isn't the ideal way of doing it, but this is the basic idea of the farm. You put them somewhere where they can't get you, keep attacking it, and then you have a contraption that basically moves the pale logs around, and you can wash the resin away into a collection area. And this is not good, is it? Right, you know what? I think that's going to do me. Let's have a sleep and go get that other creaking heart, and I think that should do us. Right, so where was it? Most of the forest is burnt. Alright, there we go. So we can get the rest of this resin as well. Just punch this off. And then we can get this. Nice. Right, so 4 creaking hearts. That should do for the doing an initial farm anyway. So what we should do now really is put everything away, and then we can go try and sort out this woodland mansion. So let's put that in there. All these flowers, creaking hearts. I've only got a few of the saplings, so I need to get some more of those. But yeah, I think that'll do. So right, let's go get set up somewhere, and we can try and take on the woodland mansion. Right, so I'm set up on top of the woodland mansion because I think going in from the top is usually easier. So I'll just put a few things away. I got a few potions. I'll take the swiftness now actually because that's 8 minutes. Don't intend to be in there for that long. So what else we got? I got some health, strength, and regeneration. I'm pretty sure we should be all right, but You never know. Right, no time like the present. Spawning set. So let's get in here. All I really want in here as well is just to get a totem. So let's see what there is. There we go. Yeah, this will hit hard. Should we have some strength? Let's do that. Oh, there's a... what are they called? Right, so should be totem from that one. There we go. Oh no! Oh, I don't believe it. I had a totem. I knew that was going to happen. Right, let's see if we can get in there and not die. Yeah, this is bad, isn't it? Oh, so I can get this stuff down here. Right, put this in my offhand. This is not going well. I knew this was going to be difficult, but yeah, this is bad. No. Oh, alright. There's my totem gone as well. Yep, this is bad. Right, so do I have anything else I can use? Another bow would be good. I haven't got another bow, have I do have armor though. Let's stick this on. See, this is why I don't play hardcore. Right, I'm going to try and get them all one by one. Just get as much of this as I can and run. Yep, I think all that. So let's regroup. Don't need that. Keep that in there as well. I'm not going to use my elytra. Right, let's try this again. Can't believe I had a totem, used it, died straight away. Let's be a bit more stealthy about this now. Oh no, not you. Oh, Vex, I hate Vexes. Let's have that totem again. Okay, here's another guy. Nope. Right, so I think we're pretty much done on top level now. Just the odd mobs. Alright, let's go downstairs, see what fresh hell awaits us down there. Whoa! Get off the floor. That's gonna work. Those three dead. Any more? These things hit so hard, it's ridiculous. Whoa. Right, let's just go for it down here. So, loads of X's, don't like X's, skeletons I can deal with. That's another tome, nice. Right, so I think that's this middle floor done as well, so just one more down the bottom. Although I think there's some more mobs near the staircase which I just ran past, so might be able to get another totem down there. So let's woo. No, not you. Ooh. That's not good, is it? How would you hide in there? Another totem, though, I'll take that. God, I hate Vexes. I'm actually going to die here. That's not good, is it? No, not to a skeleton. Not. Oh no! Creeper! That's really bad. Oh, that totem just popped then. Oh no! Oh, that's bad. No. Thank you for the totem. See, sorry. Oh, is that? Oh no, that's the last thing I need, isn't it? And I haven't got an elytra on. This is bad. Right, so I do have two totems, and I've just used one. So yeah, I think it's time to go. This was only supposed to be like a little side mission. The main thing I wanted was the creaking hearts, and I've got them. So yeah, I think it's time to quit while I'm ahead, isn't it? If you can call this head, this is not the right floor. Oh. Oh, that's... No, not you. Right. Do we call that a success or not? I'm going to go with yes. I'm leaving now. Right, so after that little mishap, we're finally ready to get on with what I wanted to do today. Let's ignore the woodland mansion for now. We don't need to talk about that. The success that we've had, though, is getting these things, isn't it? So we've got a few of the resin clumps, but the main thing is the creaking hearts. And I'm just going to take one of these for now, because I'm going to build up a little starter farm. And I only need 2 of those. I need a few buttons as well, so let's... Did I get any? They'll do. So I'm going to build a huge resin farm around here, but to do that, I'm going to need quite a few of the creaking hearts. I did just work out how many I need, but I've completely forgot. But we're going to build up a little starter farm to get a ton of the resin. So I'll show you how we craft these. So where did I put them? So we need to take 9 of these, and we can craft these into the block of resin. And then with that, we can take the block of resin and 2 of the pale oak logs, and that'll get us another creaking heart. So I just need to put that back and get another 2 of those. Right, so this is everything we need for the farm. So we just need a few blocks, 2 observers, 1 sticky piston, and 1 repeater. We need a little bit of redstone dust as well, so let's just grab that. And then the rest of it is just a few blocks. And I'm going to build this high up in the air because we don't want the creaking spawning on the ground. So I think if you go about 10-12 blocks, that should be enough. So firstly, let's have a look at where we're building this. So this is a big open field, but this used to be a forest, and I've cleared all this out, and I did it quite a while ago when I was digging out the river that goes all the way through the well. So let's just go back over here, so where I originally did this, and get a little bit of perspective on where we're going. So I've dug this river, not this bit, this is a natural river, but apart from this little bit here, all of this is one that I've dug out and custom built and terraformed underneath. And it goes all the way back down here, right to my starter village over there. So the idea is we're going to have a trade route that goes all the way through the world, and it's going to go to the main city that we have at the other end of this. So this bit here is going to go to a mangrove swamp, but we're ignoring that for now. And then the main part of the river goes around here, around the jungle. And then I'm going to have another little fishing village over here. I'm going to have some tree farms in the jungle somewhere, but I haven't quite decided where that's going to go. And because that's the long way around, to make this a bit more efficient and a little bit more realistic, what I've decided to do is have this like man-made river around here. So it's like a canal, and it may be a little bit too curvy, so I may need to straighten it up, because we have this really straight bit over here. And I think once we get everything built up, it's going to look really good. So I've dug this down here a little bit. This needs to come out a little bit more, and this needs to come down a bit. But I also want to keep this and this at the same level. They need to go back a little bit, but I want to have a bridge up here, and then this is going to be like one of the routes that goes to the city that is just over there. Then the other thing I did is, this is all a big open cave, so I've started building up a few blocks over here, and then this is going to be the bottom of the canal, and this is going to go straight through over here, and this is the main city docks there. So while it's nighttime, I should probably get this thing built up, shouldn't I? Because I want them to be able to spawn, but I don't have any lighting around here. Is this a good idea? Probably not. Right, we've got a few oak logs, so let's just go with those for the blocks, and I've got a few ladders here as well. So I've no idea where this is going to go, and I'm going to probably rip this down eventually once I've got enough, but let's just see if we can build this up together. Right, so I've gone 10 blocks up there, but as we have a bit more land around, let's go up a few more. Right, I think that's about 15. So let's go with that. Oh, I need hoppers as well, do I? Never mind. Right, let's just go for this. Okay, so do I have torches out? No lighting on it either. Right, okay. So let's just get the basics of this working. I need... just got a few blocks, so I've got something to stand on. Right, so what we're going to do with the pale oak logs, we're going to put that there, and then we're going to have hoppers around each side of this. We have a creaking heart in the middle, and then we're going to put another pale oak log on top of that, but because it's nighttime, that's going to start them spawning, so I don't want to do that. On the pale oak log on the top, we're going to put buttons on it, so the resin can't spawn on there. We only want it to spawn on this bottom one here. Now, it's not going to spawn on this side, because I'm going to put a piston there, so let's try that. So let's do that. So it's not going to spawn on that side because of the piston there. It's going to spawn on these other 3 sides. And we're going to have hoppers where these blocks are here going into a chest or a barrel below there. So we just need some very basic redstone to get this working. So what we're going to do is do that like that. And then we're going to have observers pointing at the 2 sides of this. If any resin appears on either this side or this other side, these observers will fire this piston. So I just need a couple more blocks there. And if we go like that, like that, pull some redstone dust on these 2 blocks here and another block there, that is it. So let's just try this. Pull that there, that's fired out, and then when it activates again, that'll pull it back. So I just need to get some hoppers and something under there to collect everything. Then we can pull that on the top and we should be good. Also torches and maybe a roof so phantoms don't get me. This is really dangerous around here, isn't it? Put a bit of light around so we can make it a bit safer. You go there. Right, so now we can put the hoppers in. So that just needs to go into that block there, which we're going to replace. And you're there. I could probably do some more actually, so I can take it on a little bit further. But let's just put a roof in first. So it doesn't matter where the creaking spawns on this, as long as we can stand at the other side of it, the resin will just spawn on there and get harvested automatically. So that should do, I think. Right, so I really want to give this a go. Let's go get some more. Right, so from here we'll just do something like that, and then we can put a chest on there. And we should be good. Now, I'm not going to get tons from this, so I don't need to go overboard on the storage. But I think that's pretty much it now. So if I just put this on here, the only worry I have that I haven't done this high enough, and they're going to spawn down there. But if we just put that on there, that's activated that hat. And I need to put the buttons on as well, so let's put that on there like that. Then I just need to make sure there's one around here. Now that should be good. We have a creaking directly in front of us, so now all I need to do is hit this thing, and you heard the piston activate there, so that means that something has gone on there and been harvested. Now we don't need to attack this too quickly, because they can only spawn the resin every 5 seconds, so I need to wait a little bit. But I could also do this with an auto clicker as well, which is what I think I'm going to do. But because it took me so long, it is nearly morning, and as soon as it gets to morning, this thing will despawn. And there's no way around that. There's no way of keeping them. You can't put them in boats or minecarts or even use name tags. They will just despawn as soon as the sun rises. So it is pretty much there now. So it's going to go. But let's watch it do that. Try and get a little bit of resin. But I think the next day I'll probably just figure out where I need to put everything and hopefully get this big farm built up. And then I'll still need to use this one to get the rest of the resin. But that's not too bad. So let's see. It must be near there now. It must be near despawning. So I can get one more. And there he goes. So, did we get much from that? There's still a lot of bad guys down there. Let's see what we got. 21, just from that short amount of time. That's not too bad at all, is it? So, if we do a full night of that, if we go AFK and get an auto clicker to do it for us, we should be alright. So, with that, we can do 2 more of the creaking hearts, so that's not too bad. So, let's get down and try and figure out where everything's going to go after I kill all these mobs. But instead of planning out the area, I decided to chop down a few trees and dig the canal through to the ocean. I then spent a whole night attacking the creaking, but it turns out that wasn't enough. So while I was waiting, I spent the next day filling in the big cave opening. Didn't get very far before the day was over, and then it was back to the resin farm, attacking the creaking for the whole night again. And after 2 nights, I had almost 6 stacks, which is not far off what I need to craft the creaking hearts for the bigger farm. So I then spent the next day digging out an area for the new farm, and then slabbed the bottom of it to make sure the creakings don't spawn down here. And by the time that was done, the day was over, so back to the resin farm for the last night. And after the 3rd night, we now have over 9 stacks, so that's great, and I don't think I can carry it all, but I think that's enough actually, isn't it? I think I needed 6 stacks, I've got 7 there, so let's go get the rest of these creaking hearts crafted, and we should now have everything we need to build this farm, and that's the spot over there that I picked out. So let's put the bricks away. The bricks is what I'm going to be using for the main farm, because I want this area to look like really industrial, so there's going to be a lot of brick going on around here. I won't talk too much about the pallet, because I'm not going to be doing lots of building today. It's mainly the farm that I want to get done. So let's grab some of these, and I need to craft these into the blocks of resin. And then, how many creaking hearts have I got? I've got 4, so let's put 5 of those away, because I need 48 of these. So let's grab 44 creaking hearts. It was 48. Right, so that now is everything I need. So I'm going to put these away because I don't need them just yet, because this is the last thing to go in, because we definitely don't want them spawning while we're building this thing. So I think now the next thing I need to do really is get this farm built up, and it's a design by RESIN. I haven't mentioned that yet. It's an absolutely crazy design, and yeah, 48 creaking hearts, so there's going to be 48 creakings in there all the time, and we can hit them every 5 seconds, get an absolute ton of resin. Water washes them all away. And this design as well, this is by RESIN, and I'm doing it exactly the same way he suggested. So this is like the starter farm to get enough resin for the creaking hearts, and then this is the main thing that's going to get an absolute ton of resin. So I'll put a link to that video down in the description, but I think for now it's time to get into a time lapse, isn't it, and get this farm built. Okay, so that is now built, and as you can see, all the redstone is done, the water flushing away, these move across to break the resin, and it repeats. And these creakings are a bit sneaky, they don't follow the same spawning rules as a lot of other mobs, so you can see here we have redstone, and that would normally block most mobs from spawning, but creakings will happily spawn on redstone, so I've had to slab over all the redstone as well, but that is pretty much it. So the idea with this is, the creakings will spawn on here, get flushed down into the centre, and then every 5 seconds we'll swipe away at them, and we have to do it when the water isn't there, and I'll show you the trick to that in a second. And then after we've hit them, the resin will spawn on these blocks, the pistons push them across to break it, and then the water will flush everything down into the centre. And we have down here some hoppers that will take everything and put them into crafters, because the idea is that this is going to produce an absolute ton of stuff. So we have crafters around this side, and this will automatically turn all the blocks into the blocks of resin and then deposit them into this chest. So that is pretty much it. We just need to flick this lever on and that'll get the crafters going, and we just need to wait for night, stand on here, and when the trapdoor closes like that, that is our signal to swipe away at the creaking, and then every 5 seconds that'll happen again, and then we can hit them. So we just need to time our auto clicker with that, and we should be good. So we just need to wait for night now, and we can give this a test. Now I do have a bit of a concern. I think they might be able to spawn on this hill, so I may need to do some spawn proofing. I'm not sure exactly how far away they can spawn from this, but hopefully with the slabs I've done down here we should be good. But if there's any spawn on here, I'm just going to fly away straight away and sleep, because I do not need 48 creaking down here. That would not be good. In fact, what I'm going to do is step away a little bit, because if I'm in there and creaking spawn down here, that's not going to be good, is it? So we should probably just wait around here, maybe free cam a little bit, see where they're going. But I'm just going to keep an eye on this hill. I mean, I may have underestimated it, and these blocks around me just here, that could be a problem as well. But let's see what happens. So it's nearly night time now. Let's free cam and see what's going on. Alright, yeah, tons of creakings there. That is really bad, isn't it? Definitely need to do some more spawn proofing there. Let's have a sleep. That is not good. Right, so I've spent all day trying to spawn proof that, and as you can see, not 100% worked, but nothing spawned around here. So I think going out that far should work. Now, I didn't have time to slab everything. As you can see, I'm stood there looking at them, so that's why they're not moving. I didn't have time to slab everything, so I went with the water instead, as that was a lot quicker, and that seems to be working. So if I can do that all the way around here, and there was loads on there as well, so I think this is as far as I need to go, because I've just looked up how far away they can spawn, and apparently centered on the creaking heart they can go 8 blocks down. I think this is 7, so that's really annoying. If I just built it 1 block higher, it would have been alright. And then they can go out 16 blocks in each direction as well, so that's what this line is here. Now, it does look a mess, and I am going to need to fix it. But as I said, this area is going to look very industrial. So there will be some like retaining walls around here anyway. It's not going to be like left like a natural looking hill. So I think if I just carry on with this, I should be able to get that done in 1 day. And then the next night, we can have a look at this again. So let's try and sleep without them killing us. Bye-bye. Right, let's get this done. Okay, so I've got 1 mod done there, and it's nearly night time. So let's free camp outside and see if these spawn in the right place now. I'm hoping this should be enough. Maybe a couple of spots. This up here is a little bit of concern. Oh no, there's 1 there. There's a few there. And a couple more on the outside. So it's a couple more blocks I need to do. But nothing spawned on these 2 sides, so that's good. So it looks like I've done these sides okay. Well then there. So they're all coming for me now, are they? Right, I need sleep. But we'll get in there. Nearly got it. Okay, so hopefully this time we'll be there. I've been all the way around again, and I've measured out 16 blocks on each side this time. So let's free cam again, see what happens. And this side as well, I've done a little bit of a test. I've left this higher up, but also slabbed it so they can't spawn on here. Because this will help. If I can do it like this, I can build a wall all the way around it and maybe make it look like an actual factory or a building or something. So let's see what happens. It should be about to spawn now. There we go. We have them in the farm. And do we have them anywhere else? No, that's looking good, isn't it? Just make sure there's none spawned underground. And I think we're alright. Right, so those will eventually make their way in there. So I just need to swipe away at these. Now I will do this with my auto clicker eventually, but I just want to make sure I can get this right. So when that opens, I want to hear that. Right, if we have a look up there, there should be some. Right, so there is resin there. That's just been washed off. Right, so that's coming down there now. And I've just picked it up. I didn't want to do that. But that should be coming into here. And do we have... Right, we already have 2 blocks in there just from that 1 swipe. So this is going to be crazy. Remember, each of those blocks is 9 clumps of resin as well. So let's just do this. Right, so I think that is definitely working. So what I'm going to do now... Oh, where's all that going? How did that happen? Have I missed a block somewhere? Okay, I don't know what's happening there, but you know what? I'm just going to try going AFK for a little bit anyway. Get this auto clicker going. Right, so I haven't done any proper AFK yet, but we're up to 45 blocks of resin. That's madness. And remember, each of these is 9 clumps. On the other little farm I had over there, I was getting about 2.5 to 3 stacks per night, but I've already got that. Let's put some blocks here, make sure the mobs can't get in. Right, so I'll get this auto clicker going now, and then hopefully we'll come back to a ton of resin. Right, so I was AFK there for the rest of the night, and you can see the resin is still dropping down. And I'm not picking it up now because I've filled up all of these already. So let's see what we got. Oh, I am going to need to make this better, right? And I don't know why that's going outside. I must have missed something. But look at all this. I mean, even with this bit of waste, there should still be a ton in here. Yeah, look at that. Almost 4 stacks of the blocks. So what's that? That's like 36 blocks of the resin, isn't it? Of the clumps. And it's still crafting. We still have stuff in here waiting to be crafted. Yeah, so I don't know why it's flying out. I must have missed something on the side somewhere. But let's get the rest of this crafted up and see how much we ended up with. And remember, this wasn't a full night as well. Right, so I think that's finished crafting now. And there are a couple of bits left in the crafters. But besides that, we have 6 stacks of blocks of resin just from one night. And it's not even a whole night. So that is absolutely brilliant. And this is obviously compacted quite a lot. Times this by 9, and that's how much of the clumps we got, which is absolute madness. So even though it was a bit of a trial and error, I think we have a little bit of a better understanding of how this works now. I still need to figure out what's going on at the sides with all the stuff flying out, so I may have missed a few blocks, but I will figure that out between episodes, and I'm also going to come up with a plan for what else we're going to do around here. I do have the plan of building a few farms, so I'm thinking of doing stuff like dripstone and clay, and then because of the clay we're obviously going to need to do mud as well. Now I also thought about doing a cobblestone generator. Not that I really need it, because I do tons of mining. I like digging out big areas, so I'm never really short of stone or cobblestone, but just to have it ticked off the list, that'd be a nice thing to have in the world somewhere, wouldn't it? I'll probably never use it, but we'll stick it somewhere. But with everything else, and the dripstone and the clay does tend to be quite slow, so having a huge dripstone farm around here somewhere would be good. Now I have taken up a huge area with these slabs here, but as we've seen with that bit there, these can be at different levels. They don't have to be, it doesn't have to be one big massive area like this. So I can build some walls around this, make sure it's all spawn proofed, and then this can be like the outside, and we can do some fancier details around the edge. So I think that has gone well, and I do have a few more boring things left to do, but I'll get on that between episodes, and we can come back next time and hopefully do a few more things around here. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.